Hello and good afternoon. I'm Mohana Priya. Welcome to News on 2. 4 warehouses near the second air cargo complex in Batu Maung, Pulau Pinang were razed in a fire last night. The 10:45 p.m. fire destroyed 70% of the warehouses storing scraps, junk food, furniture and electrical goods. According to Pulau Pinang Fire and Rescue Department Director Saadun Mokhtar, the department received an urgent call at 10:50 p.m. and rescuers arrived on location 5 minutes later. Preliminary investigations revealed that the fire started from a warehouse storing scraps, which was 100% destroyed, and the flames then spread to the other warehouses next to the runway of the Penang International Airport.
Jadi untuk makluman, bahagian pejabat, bahagian depan gudang ni hanya satu saja yang musnah keseluruhannya. 3 lagi gudang tidak terbakar lah bahagian pejabat. Tapi bahagian gudang di belakangnya musnah lah sepenuhnya. Seperatusan kebakaran saya anggarkan dalam 70% lah daripada keseluruhan kawasan 200 kali 300 tadi.
More than 25 trucks from 4 fire stations as well as the volunteer fire unit were involved in the firefighting operations. Fortunately, no casualties were reported during the fire. Investigations to ascertain the cause of the fire and total loss are still ongoing. A spokesman of the Pulau Pinang International Airport confirmed in a statement that airport operations were not affected and operating as usual. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak has outlined 3 benefits that will be enjoyed by 1,230 owners of the Kepong Metropolitan Perumahan Penjawat Awam Satu Malaysia or PPA1M who received their keys yesterday. He said this is the government's effort to care for the people as the government always prioritised the people's interest above others. Speaking after officiating the handing over of PPA1M keys, the Premier said the project was completed within 22 months without any compromise on quality. Elaborating the benefits, he said the first benefit was people having the opportunity to own their dream homes. Secondly, they would live in a comfortable housing area equipped with various facilities. And thirdly, they would have an asset whose price would rise continuously.
Saya yakin dan percaya dalam masa beberapa tahun akan datang ini ataupun pada masa penjawat awam yang membeli rumah di sini bersara nanti, rumah yang dibeli oleh mereka itu akan memperolehi ataupun dapat memperolehi ataupun dapat menunjukkan harga yang telah bertambah beberapa kali daripada harga yang ditawarkan pada masa ini.
The PPA1M homes were selling at a price of 90,000 ringgit to 300,000 ringgit for an area of 850 square feet to 1,500 square feet. Local leaders and volunteer corps are a vital link in dealing with social vices, especially the drug abuse menace. The success of forging such relationships was proven through the Drug Eradication Campaign PDH 2.0, when the drug abuse rate was reduced to just 16% new cases recorded in 2016 and 2017. According to Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, it is imperative for the authorities to enforce political will to engage and forge meaningful relationships with these individuals in order to achieve their aims to reduce drug abuse in their respective communities.
Dan tentunya kejayaan ini adalah sebabkan penglibatan seluruh masyarakat, kerana kita harus menggunakan pepatah yang menyebutkan it takes a village to raise a child. Artinya, untuk mendidik anak-anak itu, ianya memerlukan penglibatan seluruh komuniti di sesuatu kampung itu.
Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid was speaking during the AADK and Trust at Teras Johor Volunteers Gathering in Johor Bahru yesterday. To date, the Community Engagement Initiative has involved 64 high-risk areas, a marked increase from the previous 14 areas. Commenting on another matter, Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has urged the people to support the Anti-Fake News 2018 bill, which has been tabled for reading at Dewan Rakyat over the past 2 days. The Deputy Prime Minister, who is also Home Minister, said the people who are honest will support the bill as fake news causes trouble to the people as well as insults and destroys the community. The Anti-Fake News Bill was tabled for the first reading on March 26th in the Dewan Rakyat, while the second reading was tabled yesterday. The bill was proposed to be applicable to anyone, regardless of nationality or citizenship, and the place where the offence was committed, including outside Malaysia. Many countries, such as France and the Philippines, were similarly becoming aware of the global threat that fake news posed for the world of information that must be tackled effectively. Meanwhile, according to Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Seri Azalina Othman Said, the maximum jail sentence in the Anti-Fake News Bill 2018 will be reduced from 10 to 6 years. She said the reduction of jail term would be part of the amendments to be introduced in the bill during the debate at committee stage. Datuk Seri Azalina added that the word knowingly used in defining an offence under Section 4, subsection 1 of the bill would also be replaced with the word maliciously.
Kita digegarkan dengan pelbagai berita yang tidak benar. Sejak kebelakangan ini, Malaysia sentiasa berhadapan dengan pelbagai cabaran dan kesan daripada penyebaran berita tidak benar yang bukan sahaja mengelirukan masyarakat, malah boleh memberi ancaman terhadap keselamatan, ekonomi, kemakmuran dan kesejahteraan rakyat dan negara.
Datuk Seri Azalina was speaking while tabling the bill for a second reading in the Dewan Rakyat yesterday. She added that in Malaysia, 84% of fake news was spread through the WhatsApp and the rest through other social media applications. Datuk Seri Azalina stressed that the bill had exhibited the seriousness of the government to curb the problem of dissemination of fake news in line with the advancement of modern technology. 2 suspected criminals were killed in a shootout with the police at a house in Kampung Johor, Machang, Kelantan yesterday. Kelantan Deputy Police Chief Datuk Din Ahmad said the men aged 31 and 37 were believed to be involved in a robbery and 4-wheel drive theft syndicate in the state. According to Datuk Din Ahmad, following a public tip-off, police raided the house around 3 p.m. and a shootout which lasted around 5 minutes occurred between the suspects and the police.
Dia punya target utama highlight ini dah kita syaki akan dibawa ke negara jiran. Ya? Dan juga dan usaha untuk memudahkan aktiviti haram mereka ini menyamar sebagai polis. Dan kita ekoran daripada kejayaan ini, kita yakin kita mampu untuk nak selesaikan sebanyak hampir 10 ke 12 kes yang kes lampau.
Datuk Din Ahmad added that the modus operandi of the duo was to disguise as policemen while committing the robberies. With this success, police have solved 12 4-wheel drive robbery cases in the state, where a man was also injured during one incident. Datuk Din Ahmad also thanked the public for their vigilance and support towards the police in solving the case. The Miri High Court sentenced a man to death by hanging after he was found guilty of murdering his former girlfriend 2 years ago. The sentence was handed down by Judicial Commissioner Dato' Alwi Wahab after the prosecutor proved a prima facie case against the accused. The accused, 30-year-old Nasir Ramli, who hails from Tudan, Miri, was prosecuted under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which carries a mandatory death sentence upon conviction. Nasir was charged for murdering Nurfisa Uthman between 11 p.m. on June 5th to 1 a.m. on 6 June 2016 at Jalan Datuk Permaisuri, Permajaya in Miri. Following the incident, a couple found Nurfisa with severe head injuries and took her to Miri Hospital at about 1 a.m. She was confirmed dead while receiving treatment at the hospital. A post-mortem revealed that Nurfisa died of blunt trauma to the head. The accused fled the scene and evaded capture for almost 3 months before he was arrested in Kampung Semariang, Petrajaya on 24th August 2016. PNB completes divestment of London asset with strong returns. Stay with us. Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) detected and foiled a cybersecurity incident involving attempted unauthorized fund transfers using falsified SWIFT messages 2 days ago. In a statement released yesterday, BNM said all unauthorized transactions were stopped through prompt action in strong collaboration with the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, SWIFT, other central banks and financial institutions. The central bank, however, did not experience any financial loss in the incident. There was also no disruption to other payment and settlement systems that it operates. However, BNM has not disclosed the amount involved in the incident, which happened on March 27, 2018. BNM is presently conducting a comprehensive investigation in collaboration with local and international law enforcement agencies on the incident. It said it will remain on high alert and always be on a state of readiness, as future incidents will likely involve a higher degree of sophistication and design. BNM assured members of the public that the Malaysian payment and settlement systems remained unaffected and continue to operate normally. Permodalan Nasional Berhad's Group Chairman Tan Sri Abdul Wahid Omar has announced the completion of the divestment of one of its properties, 90 High Holborn in London, with strong returns resulting from capital and foreign exchange gains to be reinvested in global property assets.
For that particular 98 High Holborn, so we are still within the confidentiality period with the purchaser. So once that is sorted out, then we'll be able to announce the details. But for intents and purposes, that transaction has already been completed last night.
In a media briefing on its annual report released yesterday, Tan Sri Abdul Wahid explained that PNB also owns 4 more properties in London, namely the PNB House, One Exchange Square, Milton and Shire Houses in Silk Street and Aviation House in Kingsway. Tan Sri Abdul Wahid said PNB has no plans to dispose of the other London properties and intends to derive maximum cost of benefit from these assets. 3 main lines of the Kuching Light Rail Transit System, LRT, including Kota Samarahan to Damai, Serian to Senari and the City Dispersal Line, will begin construction soon and is expected to be operational by 2024. Announcing the matter, Chief Minister Dato' Abang Johari Tun Openg said the routes are just 3 of the 6 lines that were identified based on the Kuching City Transport Studies conducted by the Sarawak Economic Development Corporation in August last year.
The estimated duration for the construction of these lines, that is the 3 lines, are approximately 5 years, dependent on the procurement strategy and also allowing for long lead items such as rolling stock. Rolling stock means trains. Rolling stock manufacture and delivery.
Speaking during a press conference in Kuching, Dato' Abang Johari said the 11 billion ringgit LRT proposal spans 62.4 kilometres from Kota Samarahan to Damai via Sungai Batu route and covers 28 stations. The Serian to Senari route involves 26 stations across 82 kilometres, while the 10.8-kilometre City Dispersal Line connects 13 stations. The LRT service will incorporate a hydrogen fuel cell train technology that is more cost-effective and environmentally friendly. Kampong Balai Besar in Dungun will be the arena to scout for more Terengganu talents in cycling like world champion Muhammad Azizul Hasni Awang. Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin said he wanted the project to benefit the district of Dungun in the world map, as it is the birthplace of the world cycling champion. Khairi said when the complex is ready, the Youth and Sports Ministry will assist the Terengganu State Sports Council to supply bicycles to young potential riders for them to train at the velodrome, as he was confident it will be the heartland of Malaysian cycling one day. Speaking at the laying of the foundation stone of the velodrome project in the compound of Dungun UMNO office, he also said that he does not want the velodrome to be a white elephant, adding that it must be fully utilized to ensure it becomes the home of Malaysian cycling. At the ceremony, Khairi announced a grant for 1 million ringgit to the Terengganu State Sports Council to develop cycling in the state and named the velodrome as Azizul Hasni Awang Velodrome to mark the birthplace of the world cycling champion. Khairi also said the 12 million ringgit velodrome is expected to be completed by the end of 2020.
This afternoon's edition of News on 2. In our top story, cooperation of local leaders and volunteer corps vital to curb drug abuse. Join us again at 7 tonight for more updates. Till then, I'm Mohana Priya. Thanks for watching.